Hey everyone, my name is Mercy and this is the Otaku edition of the Funny Pajamas YouTube channel. So straight off, this is the my February 2022 reading log. I didn't read much this month. I read very little as a matter of fact. And I know I'm coming out late with this reading log, but I thought I might as well get it out there as soon as possible. So yeah, before I go any further, please take some time. If you're new to this channel, hit that like button, hit that beautiful red subscribe button, become a subscriber to my channel, and of course don't forget to hit that bell icon so that you're notified when I post something new. Like I said, this month's reading log is not very large. I read very few stuff. Some new things, and a lot of them are the usual continuation stuff. Now I noticed I go into spoilers a bit, so there may be mild spoilers in this. Timestamps are in the description down below, so you can check it out or skip anything if you want. So with that down and out of the way, let's get down to it. Starting off, we begin with Fairy Tail 100 Years Quest Volume 9. Now, I read these as and when they come out. Now, I have heard there are issues. I'm not going to show you pages from the volumes because I've heard there are copyright issues that are going on around YouTube. So yeah, Fairy Tail 100 Years Quest, this Volume 9. This is one of the latest volumes that is out right now. I think this is the latest one. I read them as soon as I get my hands on them. So like I said, I wasn't very sure, like in my previous reading log itself, I told you I wasn't very sure the direction in which they were going, particularly where they revisited with a particular place, which that particular arc in the Fairy Tail series was not my favorite. But this particular arc, we get introduced to this new character, Suzuka. He's a swordsman of sorts, and I'd say this arc is okay. It is not the greatest thing that I've seen. The Moon Dragon arc, I did like the Alderon arc a bit more than this, but I'm hoping things amp up a bit. So yeah, I'm keeping my fingers crossed. I will be continuing to collect this because I am an OG Fairy Tail fan. So yeah, Fairy Tail 100 Years Quest. Next up, I have Bleach, the Omnibus, volumes 43, 44 and 45. Now, this volume, Aizen finally makes his play on the field. We are amping up to the final battle. I believe there's one more Omnibus before the Arrancar arc gets over. So that will be 46, 47, 48 will be the last volumes in the Arrancar arc, if I'm not mistaken. Now in this volume, Aizen makes his, he's been there, but he sort of gets involved in the fighting. All our 13 Code Guard squad captains and their allies, they take him on, and Ichigo is given his chance to face off with Aizen. So basically it's a build up to that. And we kind of get an idea why Aizen is the badass that he is. I really like the Sosuke Aizen character as a whole. He's definitely an intriguing villain to the series, and I am interested in seeing how they close off the entire thing, how they round off this particular arc. So yeah, I'm headed towards the climax right now. This is the volume I read. We've just finished the fight between his Arrancars, and the various captains face off against the various Arrancars. They were all basically small side fights, and now we are amping up to the final fight. We've already begun this in this Omnibus edition, and we're going to see how they round it up. So I am interested in seeing how they round it up, what conclusion they find to this Arrancar arc. So yeah, Bleach volumes 43, 44 and 45. Another continuing series is Death Note. This is the Black Editions volume 5. So I think this will, this has got volumes. What volumes has this got? 9 and 10, this has got volumes. So Death Note took a turn midway through the series that I at that time was not very happy about. But on the whole, it picked the pace up again after that, and once again, this is the penultimate volume in the Black Edition. We've got just one more Omnibus volume left. Things are picking up. The net is closing. Now, I have often said my main problem with Death Note is the female characters, and that is even more glaring in this volume because they introduce another particular female character who is there in who is briefly there in one of the previous volumes, but they do reintroduce her in this, and she's so one-dimensional. Yeah, I don't like that. That's the main gripe I have with Death Note. Otherwise, a psychological thriller, definitely give this a go. It is very wordy. The art is amazing. But I just love these black editions, particularly with the blackout, pages that there are. So yeah, I really want to see how they close up. Like a lot of the series that I'm reading, I'm reaching the end of certain arcs. So like Death Note, I'm really interested to see how they end up, because I've stayed spoiler free as possible. I've not watched the entire anime. I did drop it off at season 2 because, yeah, like I said, that particular turn they took, that threw me off when I was watching the anime. But I'm glad I stuck with it in the manga. So yeah, Death Note Black Edition Volume 5. Now, among all, this is Rosen Blood Volume 1. Now, among all the series that I read this month, I gotta say this was the most disappointing among all of them. Now, when I haul this volume itself, I told you from the basic synopsis, I get a Diabolic Lovers, vibe with this. And when I read this volume, yeah, it is pretty much like Diabolic Lovers, very much so. You can feel very much similar. There are slight differences, but pretty much the very same. The main female character, I thought she was very, she was very flimsy. Also, the reason why she chooses to stay with these guys, towards the end when she decides to help them out, I thought was pretty dumb. I don't know why she agreed to it, or why she'd come up with this, especially after knowing these guys for a handful of days. And yeah, this was a bit disappointing for me. I really was hoping for a lot. I love vampire series. Vampires is one of my guilty pleasures. And I had high hopes for this volume, but it did let me down. Now I am going to give this the 3-volume rule, and I'm going to give it a shot. If it doesn't pick up by the 3rd volume, I'm going to have to drop this series, because I was very disappointed with this. I thought I don't know, it just did not hit well with me. It was, a lot of the character motivations were very weird, particularly the main female character. She was too complacent in a lot of the things. The mystery also, you pretty much knew what it was straight from off the bat. So yeah, it was disappointing for me. It's not very often that I find series that are very that let me down, but yeah, this was one of them. Now, on the total opposite side of the spectrum, we have Cheeky Brat Volume 1. Now, this is one of those things where the girl's a year older than the guy. He is like all in your face. He's like a forceful guy. So basically, she's his senpai. She's the manager of the basketball team. He is a player in the basketball team. And the reason she joins the basketball team initially is because she's got a crush on her senior, another guy, the captain of the basketball team, and she wants to get close to him. But despite that, she puts her all into the job. She really it's not that she just joins just so that she can ogle that captain. The main reason, though that is her initial motivation for joining, I like that she actually puts her all into it, works her butt off, and she's noticed by this guy, and it's kind of like this notice me senpai vibe going on. And he likes her, and he tries to get her to look at him as a viable partner, and the hijinks these two get into, how he recognizes her when other people take her for granted. He notices how much work she puts in, and despite being a total all-out brat like the name suggests, he has got a really sweet side to him, and it really shows when she's around. So I like this couple's dynamic. I know he's a lot of in your face, and he keeps trying getting close to her and all that. I don't know, in a way it's sweet. I really am interested in seeing how this goes. I was not disappointed in this. I liked it. I had pretty good fun with it, and I would definitely recommend it for those of you who are into shoujo. One of the manga tubers, I think Shaggy very aptly put it. This is like if Waiting for Spring and Maid-sama had a baby, that would be Cheeky Brat. So yeah, definitely give this a go. I thoroughly enjoyed this, and I definitely will be picking up more of this. Another new series I read is QQ Sweeper volumes 1 to 3. Now, volume 1 is not in this. I don't have a physical volume. I read it. I had to read it digitally. I purchased it digitally on Amazon. So that's how I did, because I tried real hard waiting for volume 1. I had real trouble with particularly Flipkart, which is a service here in India, and I had terrible time with it. I had a horrible customer experience with them. So I said, chuck it, let me go the digital route. Generally, I don't go in for the digital route. I just prefer the physical route. So volume 1 I read digitally. Volume 2 and 3 are volumes I read. Now, QQ Sweepers, the prequel to Queen's Quality. Originally, the main reason I got QQ Sweepers is because I heard you need to read QQ Sweeper in order to get a good grasp on Queen's Quality. Though some people do say you can straight away jump into Queen's Quality, but most people say it's better if you read QQ Sweeper. So I went into this not really knowing what to expect. So our two main characters, first we are introduced to our female lead. She's currently, when we are introduced to her, she's bunking in this old room in the old part of her school. She doesn't have a home. She's like sort of destitute, and she's discovered by this guy Q, and Q Taro, I think his name is Q. Okay, basically he's called Q. So she's discovered by him napping in the old building of her school, and he takes her to the headmaster. And basically the headmaster gives her a job he recognizes potential in her and gives her a job in his cleaning company. Now the cleaning company is very different. Basically what they clean is the negative emotions in the hearts of these people, of different people. They clear out all the insects that form the negative emotion and give them a happy, healthy heart, good positive feeling, good vibe sort of thing. They get these people out of depression. It's a unique way in depicting mental health as such, and I thought it was quite intriguing. I read the first 3 volumes and I gotta say I enjoyed it. This girl, the main character, she was not how I expected her to be. I expected her to be, pretty ordinary, but she's got a quirk. She wants to marry she's now, her main goal in life is to marry a rich dude. So, but she puts her whole heart and soul into this job and really, works at it. And there's this element between this guy and some girl he met when he was a youngster, and how he misses that girl. She was like his first friend, and also that also weaves into this. I'm not going to spoil how it weaves in, but yeah. So QQ Sweeper, end of volume 3. Now I am going to be going on into Queen's Quality, and I can't wait to start that. Yeah, so this, like as expected, QQ Sweeper lays the groundwork. It's pretty obvious, and if the path it's taking is good, I definitely intend to be getting more of Queen's Quality. I believe Queen's Quality is an ongoing series. So yeah, QQ Sweeper volumes 1 to 3. Now next up, I have volume 11 of Jujutsu Kaisen. Now I'm staggering the reading of this. I have a full run up to the latest volume now currently. I hauled it in my February 2022 haul. I will leave a card for it somewhere up there. So Jujutsu Kaisen volume 11 with my man Nanami on the cover, looking so good. So right now I'm knee deep in the Shibuya arc, and it's going really interestingly. I gotta say, we get a reveal regarding Geto that I did not expect to happen. I really didn't expect that to be the reveal behind Geto, but it kind of makes sense if you think about it. If you really think about Geto as a character, it sort of makes sense, the route in which they took. But yeah, volume 11, Jujutsu Kaisen is peak shonen right now. I know a lot of people consider it mid, but I thoroughly enjoy my time with Jujutsu Kaisen. I can't wait for season 2. I'm really hyped for it. I love the animation that they did with it. Like I said, the art style in this is very scratchy very often, but for this series it really works. A similar thing with the art style I have for Chainsaw Man, which will be coming further ahead, spoiler alert. Anyway, Jujutsu Kaisen, Shibuya arc is where it really picks up. So I even like the Gojo backstory that came before this. That was really interesting. I think my least favorite was the Kyoto School, the Goodwill event. That was one of my least favorites, but it really picks up here. You get an idea of what the master plan behind our main antagonists are, what they are aiming for. They do not pull their punches in this. So yeah, Jujutsu Kaisen, give it a go. I definitely recommend. If shonen is your kind of thing, yeah, definitely give this a go. Now, on the same path, I also read Jujutsu Kaisen Volume 0. Now, it took me a while to pick this up. Now, when I heard about the movie being released, the movie for Jujutsu Kaisen, that kind of gave me the impetus, the push to get this Volume 0. I know Volume 0 is not necessary in order to, understand the main series. But once I heard, when I heard the movie was coming out for this, when I saw the trailer, I knew I had to get this. But by that time, I had decided to get this. Volume 0 was not available anywhere. Anyway, I read Volume 0, and on the whole, I like it. I'm really interested in seeing how they adapt it in the movie. So far, the trailers look really good. I do hope it plays in a theater here where I live, because I really want to watch it in the theater. But this kind of gives us an introduction to this character, Okotsu Yuta. And so far, he has not shown up. There are bare mentions of him in the main series that is so far that I've read. That's still volume 11. There are just mentions of him. But he never shows up personally. So we get an idea who he is, what his backstory is, what his relationship is to Gojo and the other characters in the series. And I'm hoping, I enjoyed him as a character. I do want to see more of him. Hopefully he'll make more appearances further on ahead. Now, like I said, I have read only till volume 11 as of now. So hopefully beyond that. Yeah, and in this we do not, Yuji, Itadori, Megumi and all, they don't make an appearance. This is like, it's a prequel, as clearly the number suggests. So yeah, I enjoyed this this volume. Like I said, I'm very, very curious how they'll adapt one volume into a movie. So yeah, but the animation, like I said, looks amazing. Next up, I read Chainsaw Man volumes 1 to 4. Now this I was picking up randomly, but now I have a straight run up to volume 9. I do believe there are 11 volumes that will be out in this. And it took me a long time to get into this series, and I finally did. And I'm glad I took the plunge and got into this. I enjoyed it. The first volume was not my most favorite. First and second volumes, okay, second volume was a little less, but how do I say Chainsaw Man? It was not what I expected. I thought, it would be Jujutsu Kaisen level dark, but this is way darker, which is shocking for me. And the gore factor is also a lot, but surprisingly, I was able to stomach it and have a good time with this. Now the covers, I gotta say, in these, they vary between some awesome, amazing looking covers and some covers that are downright plain. I'm not the biggest fan of some of these covers. I know volume 5's cover I really like. It's one of the best covers, but of course some of these covers are downright plain. So we've got our main character Denji, who through a series of circumstances ends up with the heart of his pet devil Puchita, and he becomes the Chainsaw Devil, and he is recruited by this agency that's hunting devils. Now where I started, we have just entered the Gun Devil arc. So I'm really interested in seeing how that goes. I know a lot of people consider Makima to be top tier waifu character, but I gotta say, I enjoy power. Okay, she's absolutely chaotic. She's crazy, all out weird, and I like her. I don't know why. Her absolutely chaotic, selfish character it hits a note with me that I don't know why. I find her absolutely entertaining, and I love her that the only one she cares about is her cat Meowie. So yeah, I thought, I don't know, I have absolute fun with the Power character. She's just, I don't know, she's a very interesting character. Like I said, she's extremely selfish. She's absolutely chaotic in everything she does. She only thinks of herself first and her goals and, what she wants for herself. But at the same time, she's an integral part of this team. And her dynamic with Denji is also is hilarious. As she's almost like comic relief, but I find her really interesting. Makima, now I don't know where I fall with the Makima character. I'm not sure what I think of her yet. She's got that mystery feeling to her, and we don't really know what her goal is, what she's aiming for, what her end game is, so to say. So yeah, give me a choice between Power and Makima. I'd pick Makima. I'd pick Power mainly because of her super chaotic character. So yeah, so that's Chainsaw Man volumes 1 to 4. I am so glad I read this. I can't wait to read more. Yeah, so Chainsaw Man. If you're into shonen, if Jujutsu Kaisen's your thing, Chainsaw Man's gonna be right up your alley. They do not pull their punches with this particular thing. They did a lot of gutsy things that I didn't expect them to do. I really didn't expect certain things to happen, but I'm glad it did. So Chainsaw Man, give it a go. I definitely recommend. Now the last item that I read was Blade of the Immortal Omnibus Volume 1. Now, Blade of the Immortal, I know they have those gorgeous deluxe editions, the hardcover leather ones. But I chose not to go that route mainly because it's a bit too pricey for me. And I adore these spines that they've got for this, for the omnibus editions. So yeah, I'm picking this up slowly. It's not going to be a big, it's not having much, very high priority, but I will be picking this up. So we've got our main character Manji. He's immortal. He's killed 100 people. 100 or more people, and he's been granted immortality, and we meet this girl, and she wants revenge for the death of her family, and she hires Manji to help her get her revenge. Now the character dynamics between these two, I don't know, they've got like a brother sister thing going on so far. I don't know how they are going to continue it. I do hope they keep that up because it's an interesting dynamic. Also, I thought the main antagonist, Anotsu, I believe his name is, he's a compelling character. His motivation for having killed her family, first off, was, the motivation he has for killing her entire family is at one point I was like, why? But then when you learn more of his character, more of his past, you kind of understand what he is aiming for, what he's trying to achieve, though he's going about it totally the wrong way. He is a compelling character, and his backstory, particularly his relationship with certain characters, is interesting. Now, it was off to a slow start for me, Blade of the Immortal, but I am going to keep up with it. I liked what I read so far. It is interesting, like the dynamics between these two, the overprotective older brother dynamic. I want to see what happens to our main lead girl here. I really want to see how she progresses, what her character development, because I really hope she undergoes character development, because so far she's still, uncertain about things and stuff. She's in an interesting place, and I really want to see where they take her, where the art, of course, I gotta say, is amazing. It's some of the best art I have seen. Now, like I said, I don't want to show you anything because I've heard of certain copyright problems rising in Japan. So that's the main reason I don't want to show you any of the art, but the art in this is amazing. For those of you who are into seinen sort of thing, more serious stuff, I would suggest you give this a go. I don't know. I would, if you were to compare Vinland Saga and Blade of the Immortal, I would definitely place Vinland Saga slightly higher than Blade of the Immortal. I thoroughly enjoy Vinland Saga. Blade of the Immortal is off to a bit of a slow start, but it seems to be picking up a bit. And since this is only the first volume, I'm really interested in seeing where this goes. So yeah, I'm a bit intrigued about this. Not gonna lie, not gonna be my highest priority read, but yeah, Blade of the Immortal, Omnibus 1. So that's all I have for you guys right now. That's all my reading log. Like I said, I haven't read much this month. I don't know why. Somehow the other didn't work out really. I didn't get much time to read as much as I hoped. But I hope to pick that up. I do want to start reading Tokyo Ghoul this month. That is the month of March. So yeah, that's all I have for you right now. Hit me up in my Twitter and my Instagram. Links will be in the description down below. They are also up on the screen, so please do check me out. Instagram at mercy_d. On Twitter at mercy_d, Instagram at mercy_sd. Hit me up. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you have been reading this month. I know February is Valentine's Day month and all, but I wasn't really in the mashi mood, so I didn't really read much shoujo. I did treat myself and read Cheeky Brat on Valentine's Day. So yeah, that is all I have for you right now. Also, if you want me to hit me up by email, my email is currently up on the screen. Simply mercy@funny-pajamas.com. Hit me up on that. That's all I have for you right now. That's all I've read for this month. Not as much as I hoped. I do want to up my reading game. So yeah, that's all for now. I'm going to wish you guys a fond farewell. This is Mercy signing out. Bye. Have a good one, everyone.